Hi guys, welcome to LDFS. I'm Dr. Lakshmi. Today we are going to discuss something interesting and something which we all want answer about, and that is the content which we post online. Now we have heard so many times from everybody that we should post valuable content online, we should post very regularly, and all those things. But exactly हमें क्या post करना चाहिए? That is the big question. We are always confused about what to post. What is their valuable content to our patients? What is it exactly? Is it patient education videos or is it the case transformations? What is it exactly? In today's video, we are going to discuss about this thing, and I will share with you one example of it's a non-medical example, but I found it very interesting. So we'll share about that. I'll share my screen and show you what their marketing strategies are, etc. And before we proceed further with today's video, kindly like and subscribe us and share with at least 3 more junior dentists so that the maximum dentists will benefit from the content which we are sharing. Thank you so much in advance for doing it. So people tell us that we should post valuable content. Valuable content means a content which is valuable to our patient. That means which either educates them, inspires them, or helps them to solve some issue. These are the contents which will be valuable to our patients. Now, to understand that, first we need to understand what our patient base is. So, do your research work, understand your patient better. In my future videos, we will post videos about how to understand your patient better because that is something which is very important for any marketing strategy. Before knowing the customers, we can't predict what kind of marketing strategy will work. So, understand your customer base, that is understand your patients as much deeper or as much better as you can. Now coming back to today's topic, the content, the valuable content. So majority of us, we tend to copy each other, right? We see that the dentist next lane is posting about the case transformation videos or about testimonies. We see so many people doing it. I'm not saying that it's not important. It's good. We should post about these things, the case transformations and the testimony from the patients and all those things. These are important. But this should not be the only thing that we post online. I've seen so many dentists doing it that they post only about the case transformation and the testimony. That shouldn't be the content that should only be posted online, be it your Facebook, Instagram, your website, Google, anything. But the content which we are posting should be valuable to your patients. That means think from the patient point of view. If you are a patient and you want to visit maybe a surgeon, if you're following that page or that clinic's Instagram page or anything, then the content which they are posting, if it's a case transformation content, will you be interested in looking into the 100 or 200 cases which they have? We won't be so much interested. Maybe sometimes you'll find it interesting. Oh, wow, such case transformation is there. But every now and then, if we see those things, we won't be interested in it. And it is not solving anything for me. It is not educating me anything, or it is not inspiring me. So that is not the actual content which we should post. Now, let's understand this with the help of an example. Imagine there are two dentists. Okay, one is a pediatric dentist and another is also a pediatric dentist. Both are posting content online regularly. The A pediatric dentist, let's suppose, he is posting about the case transformation, how the child came, the teeth were carious, and how it was replaced, how the smile is right now, and all those things. Second dentist is posting about not only about the case transformation, but also about when they should first visit the dentist, how they should take care of the teeth, how often they should brush, how should they teach their kids about brushing. These all things is posting about these all things. This is the pediatric dentist B. What do you think? The people who are following A and B, who will be more interested, more inspired? The Dr. B, right? Similarly, we should understand that the case transformation and the testimony should not be the only thing that we post. It should be one of those things which we post, but it should not be the only thing that we post. Now, how to understand the valuable content for our patient? Actually, a simple way to understand that, or simple way to know what is valuable to your patient, is the questions which they ask you. The questions they ask you about during the consultation time is something which is very valuable to us, because those questions will help us create content which will be valuable to our patients. Now, the pediatric dentist B, the things which he posted was related to the queries which the parents have in mind. Definitely, they will be interested to improve their daughter's smile or son's smile, but they should know the different ways, different methods, the doubts which they have, why root canal is required, and so many things. Patients ask us so many, sometimes silly questions also. So many questions they ask us during the consultation time. Combine all those questions, create content based on those questions. That is the easiest way of doing, or rather, easiest way of creating valuable content. Now, in today's video, I'll share with you an example of a company. Okay, they have posted an ad on the newspaper. Me and few of my colleagues, they found it very interesting. It was something which is totally different. It is not at all related to what that company does, but it's very interesting and very useful to the consumers. Now, let me share with you my screen and then show you that ad. So this is the ad which was posted in Bangalore Times. The first and the second page was totally for this company. This ad, if you can see over here, is the Kannada Starter Pack. That is your one-stop solution to Kannada Gottilla. Means you don't know Kannada and your one-stop solution for that. So this whole ad, the first and the second page, had various words which will be helpful for you to communicate with Kannada people. So majority in Bangalore, this company, okay, let me tell you about this company. This company is based in Bangalore. I don't know about other cities, whether it is there or not. But in Bangalore, its majority customers will be non-Kannadigas, because as you know that it's a IT center. There's so many people who are working in IT firms, etc. And these are young people, but they are non-Kannadigas, and they struggle with communicating in the Kannada language with the natives, like the maid, or to understand some dishes, or to buy something. Sometimes the name of that dish in their language will be different, and in Kannada it will be different. So it's something creates some friction, and it's difficult for them to converse. So they have created this ad where it is known as a Kannada Starter Pack, where they have posted about the helping hand, the domestic helper. If there are some words like please wash this clothes, please wash the vessels, please mop here, how, and the Kannada sentences about it. There are other things like hello, did you have food? Yes, no, come, go, and all these things, the Kannada as such words for that. So basically, this whole ad was related to non-Kannada people, for them to understand and give them some tips to help them converse with the Kannada people. So other than this, the whole Kannada thing, other than that, there is only company name which is written here, which is Dunzo Daily. Other than this, they have written over in the last sentence over here, if you can see. Yeah. Speak the language of convenience, enjoy 19 minutes of grocery delivery. They have written only this, nothing else about their nothing else about their products or services, nothing at all. Only one line about it. That's it. Now let me tell you about the company first. So Denso company is there in Bangalore. I don't know its presence in other cities, but basically what it does is it will help you deliver groceries and other things from the nearby shops. Second thing is it will help you to deliver something to some other place in Bangalore. Like if I'm staying in South Bangalore, I made some dish and I want to send it across to North Bangalore to my brother. I can use this app to send it across the Bangalore to them. The product which we send is very different. Like we can send documents, we can send some food, we can send anything. We just have to mention what item we are sending. So it helps us without me going there and delivering it to him. The Dunzo people, Dunzo delivery guys, they will come and collect it from us and they'll deliver it there. Now, this is actually what Dunzo is. But this whole ad, they had not at all mentioned about anything about it. In fact, only the line was there at the end, which was 19 minutes free groceries. That was the only thing which was written. So why was this useful? Or why rather we as a consumers, we found it interesting? Because they were focusing on their customers and what content which would be beneficial for them. Majority people in Bangalore were non-Kannadigas like me. So we struggle with interacting with the maid. We struggle interacting with maybe if I'm a Malu. So if I want to order something or if I want to buy some groceries or something, I know the local name of it in Malayalam and Hindi, but I don't know its local name in Kannada. So these ads, it was having all those things, the small vegetables, the Kannada, what do we call them, etc. So these are helpful for us. So we found it interesting. I took a screen, a pic of it and sent it across to my friends of non-Kannadigas. It was sort of like I am marketing Dunzo. But why did I do it? I did it because that content was useful for me. Similarly, when we are posting contents online, we should post something which is useful for our patients, which educates them, which makes them understand different things, or maybe which inspires them, or maybe which solves their doubt or educates them. So we need to understand what that content is first, and then post those contents online. So rather than posting the case transformation and the testimony alone, we should, along with that, we should post something interesting. It can be something out of box also, like this Dunzo. It was totally out of box, but it was interesting. I liked it as a consumer of Dunzo. So same thing we should also do. Another thing is, don't try to copy what other dentist is doing in your same lane. It need not necessary that what he or she is posting will be useful for you. There can be a possibility that the total patient database is different. Like if I am, let's suppose, implantologist, okay, and my adjacent dentist is a periodontist, the contents which he is posting will be focused on the parents, and content which I will be focusing, that will be totally different crowd. It can be young, it can be old, it can be anything. It need not be parents. So that is different. So whenever you post something online, don't try to copy your adjacent dentist. The patient database or the patient focus will be maybe totally different. It may be same also, but it can be different also. So never copy their content. Rather than that, you think what will be beneficial for your patients and then post those content. Kindly comment below and let us know what all content you post for your clinic, be it Facebook, Instagram, or website or Google. What content do you post? We would love to know that. I hope you liked today's video. And if you want us to create more videos like this, let us know. We will be happy to create more such videos on the content which we should ideally post and all those details about it. Kindly like, share, and subscribe us and send us a hi on this number. We'll add you to the special broadcast list and you'll be the first person to receive any free videos or anything which we release online. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time. Bye.